That's the goal up there. It is August 10th, 2020. Gonna head up Mount Achonee. Look at it every single day. Finally gonna look down at the ranch from it. Three miles in, I am off trail and picking my way across down stuff. So coming up here, heading up there, kind of looks like a trail to me. Look at that. How am I not on a trail? I mean, this trail doesn't even seem that old. 4 miles in, on a nice little flat section. Should be starting to get close to Cherokee, my first peak. All right, 5 miles in, 2 hours. Finally made it up to this ridge where I can look over and see some of what I have coming up. I can see Thunderbolt. There's Adams Hill. There's Martin and Cooper's Peak. There's Watanga. No, Hyamovi. Watanga's over here. Irving Hale's behind that tree. So that's the tour. Up here on a little fun hill. I'll be heading across over here and up to there next. There's a plane up there flying around. So I'm calling this Fun Hill number 2. It's kind of just like a little tiny high point that doesn't have a name. There's Cherokee. There's Achonee. And I think that'll be Apache. Just enjoying the views right now. This is an incredible spot. Really nice view down into the Cascade Creek Trail down here. And actually, you can kind of see a little bend in the river right there. When I was coming down from Thunderbolt, right there, that's what I was aiming for, is that little bend in the river. Kind of cool seeing it from the other side. So now I will start my trek across here and up there and see how the fuck I get to Cherokee. That's Meadow Creek Reservoir. There's a nice glow along the horizon. Really cool up here. Really, really cool. I'm just climbing. It's actually hard to climb because I keep turning around and getting distracted or looking down here. I'm hiding in the shade of the mountain. So ranch is down there. So here's where I'm at. Cherokee is supposed to be up here. Coming up though, this part up over here looks higher. So I'm gonna try to head up here first, see what that looks like, and then I'll head to what the map says Cherokee is. So that, or that looks higher. That's Cherokee. All right, a little bit of climbing, nothing too scary though. Obviously that thing's higher, but that thing is a pretty serious rock climb. So I'll head out here to this point, get a view. There's a Thunderbolt, and there's the snowfield I slid down. Yeah, with any luck, this thing will fall down into this lake here someday. That's Fun Hill And that's fun hill number 2. God, this is just incredible. So here I am on Cherokee, map Cherokee. I feel like I'm the same height as, that's where I was standing before. That's definitely higher. Ranch is tucked down in there. Right at the foot of Irving Hill. All right, so now next stop's Achonee right there. It's gonna be a long trek and a lot of climbing. So 3 hours in, just traversing this alpine. Ooh. So there's that lake I want that rock to fall into. I'm ready for Achonee. I have been looking at Mount Achonee for so long, since last summer. So I guess not so long. I guess a lot of people have been looking at that mountain a lot longer than me. But God, it's been such a goal. I'm feeling it. Head down and just keep climbing. Eventually I'll get to breakfast up there. Achonee, Achonee, however you want it. Here's Crater Lake. Wow. I think that one's Hopi. Here's Lone Eagle Peak. Apache. Hey, I can even see Arapaho in the background. This is wild. This is incredible. Whew. There's Pawnee. There's Pawnee Pass. There's the ranch down there. Hi guys. There's my view down at Crater Lake. It's pretty incredible. Maybe climb down a little bit to get a good view of Crater Lake. Here's my stuff. Alright. So here we are. Oh no, the lid's stuck on. Okay. Let me give that a break for a second. Alright. Alright. I'm boycotting Starbucks. This lid doesn't want to go on. Can't beat this for breakfast. So another thing definitely worth pointing out from up here is Long's Peak over there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna head over to Hopi. Man, hard to get sick of that view. There's this big tall tower right here, and it hides all this snow down here in its shadow. This is really cool. Really, really cool. So I'm gonna head up over here, see how heading to Iroquois looks, and then see, obviously the route looks really awful heading out to Lone Eagle Peak, but sometimes looks can be deceiving. So, if it looks really, really sketchy, nah. I am traversing the ridgeline from Achonee to Hopi, up here. Cool little peak crater between this little channel here in the rock. That might be the Peak of Neva. But this is the view of crater and Lone Eagle Peak. Another thing to point out from Hopi is Achonee. Man, when you look Cherokee down here, Achonee and Hopi where I am now are just so far above that. It's crazy. Wow. That looks like where a log would be. So I've got something almost right next to me that's quite a bit taller. I'll have to find out what it is. And there's the goal. Not today, another day. But that's a huge fucking goal. So just over here is Wheeler Basin, and my plan is to kind of work down into that and then take Wheeler Basin back to Arapaho Pass Trail. So it just came from that one to this one, and now I'm here. I'm gonna head over to that one, and then just on the other side is Iroquois. And that might be the stopping point. That's really cool. Looks like a tidal wave with the overhang. Looks like a hard way to go. Looks like a hard one to do. There's the old crater again. That thing's pretty cool looking. And that's Iroquois. So, just route finding. I'm not sure that my route is that bad, but it's definitely sketchier than I should be doing, so I'm gonna start working down here. Iroquois might have to wait for another day. You kicked my ass, Iroquois. That must be what I call Lake George. It's really cool looking. And that's Wheeler Basin. My trail is somewhere down there. So I had worked myself into a hairier situation than I should be in. A hairier situation than I am comfortable with, and definitely not one I should be in up here by myself. So now, my route would take me down here and take me way into Wheeler Basin. I guess two things there. I've kind of burned a lot of time just spinning my wheels, and the bigger point is having to turn around from where I was and backtrack to here definitely kind of killed my confidence a little bit. So on the way up, I found a trail. So if I completely backtrack my route, I can reverse engineer that trail, hopefully back to Arapaho Pass, and then I will know the easy way to do this trail. Back up on Hopi, we got Achonee there. I need a Cliff Bar and regroup a little bit, try to get some of my confidence back. And I'm kind of excited to try to find that trail back down. That should be pretty cool. That took a lot out of me. There's a lot of hairy shit on very steep cliffs. Hills. Steep hills. What a day. So, Achonee's kind of out of the way. It would make sense to hit it on the way back, but it also wouldn't make sense. Here I am, hitting Achonee for the second time on the way back. So far out of the way than just cutting Hopi to Cherokee, but not completing my route, I guess, needs a punishment, and this is all right. Have to come back and hit these. There's one more over here I didn't hit on the way up. It's lower, but you notice Achonee by its like double kind of notch, and so I'd kind of like to hit that. There's some wild country out here. The fucking Rockies, huh? God damn. This little cut down here, High Lonesome Trail, the CDT, does a couple switchbacks right up against that. It must have been like a landslide a while back. That's a cool fucking view. You can see that big white roof in Granby. I'm hearing a noise that sounds like, I mean, it almost sounds like tires, but I imagine it's rock sliding, but I can't see them. That's Achonee. So this little point kind of juts out, and as you can see, I'm gonna have to head way back to get over to Cherokee. I've decided to call this thing Achonee's little sister, this little point. So I'm about halfway between Achonee, and Cherokee, back to Cherokee. Just about hitting 7 hours in. Still feeling pretty good. I feel like I've bounced back pretty good from my demoralization earlier. I'm ready to reverse engineer this trail back to Arapaho Pass. Look at that snow. So there wasn't one here, so I built a cairn at the top of Cherokee. Fuck. So now it's got something. Almost to Fun Hill number 2. And back up to Fun Hill number 1. And then I'll head down where I will try to find the trail that I was on, and then hopefully reverse engineer it all the way to Arapaho Pass. This should be my last climb. Well, you know, yeah, 13 miles in, and should be hooking up shortly with the secret trail. Alright, so that's where the trail heads up. Back on Arapaho Pass. At 14.5 miles. 8 hours, 41 minutes. I'm flying. I think it was Fun Hill and Fun Hill number 2. We're both in the 10,000s, I think. And then Cherokee's in 11. And then Achonee, Hopi, and then the next one, the unnamed one, is all 12s. Kind of thirsty, so I need to get to the stream. And I think I'm gonna start running. Try to get to Arapaho Creek, fill up my water. Got my water. Back onto the Monarch Lake Loop, my old haunt. So I came from this direction, so I'm gonna head this way so I can finish up my lake loop. 18 miles, almost back to the ranch. 9.5 hours I'll come in at, somewhere around there. God damn, what a day. Awesome fucking mountain though. Amazing mountain.